they didn't have to do that. But the fact that they did shows that, like, the attention to detail and the care that they put into this doll. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Disney, what is this called? Disney Collector Radiance Collection doll review. So in my last video, I did unbox and review this Belle doll. So if you want to see this video, I will put the video up on the suggested, like the when it suggests videos at the end of this one on the screen there for you to click on. So if you want to check that out, you can go watch that next. But for today, we're going to be taking a look at Jasmine. And I'm actually really excited for this because Jasmine is one of the characters that was always my favorite character to collect dolls for. Partially because I grew up in the 90s. So, you know, like during the Disney Renaissance, those are my favorite movies. Those are the ones that came out when I was a kid. But also I just think that Jasmine is absolutely stunning. I think that she's always been so beautiful and one of the most beautiful princesses. So plus she has really long hair, and a lot of times her dolls have really long hair, so that's part of it as well. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Radiance Collection dolls. They have really nice boxes in the sense that they are really high quality, but they are a little on the simple side for me, which is fine by me because that gives me an excuse to unbox them. A lot of my collector dolls, I keep them in the boxes because I don't want to ruin the box or like ruin the way that they're posed or whatever. These ones, I don't feel as bad taking them out because they're simple. You know, they look really nice. They're really high quality, feel really nice. And, you know, they kind of just open, they slide up like this, and you can take the lid off, and there's the doll. But it's not like Monster High that has really detailed, like, intricate designs and like pictures and stuff like that that makes you want to keep them in the box. So, which is good because I want to take this out and I want to play with her and I want to see what she looks like. So, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. So, hold on, I gotta take the dust cover off really quick. But here is the doll in the box. She is so beautiful. Now, really quick, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I have a lot of energy. I'm like hyper because earlier today I filmed a really fun video, and it's not necessarily, it's kind of a secret, not really a secret, but I just don't want to say what it is until later, so that way it is kind of like a little surprise. But look out for that video coming this Friday, a really special video that I'm excited about. Anyway, so because of that, I'm like super hyper right now, and I keep jumping around. So if this video doesn't make a lot of sense, that's why. I just have a lot of extra energy. Okay, so on the front of the box, it says Disney Collector, and then right here it says Radiance Collection, and at the bottom it has the princess's autograph. Now, I said in my last video, I don't know if these are like the same as the autographs that you get from the princesses in the park or not. I'm gonna have to look that up later to see if this is, you know, Jasmine's autograph, if you were to get it in your little autograph book at Disneyland, if that would match. On the back of the box, once again, the little signature up top, and then there's a little diamond here with some information. I'm going to read the top and then I'll let you read the rest. But it says, although she sparkles like a diamond inside and out, this princess is not a prize to be won. I love it. So there's a little blurb on the back of each of these. And there is more information about the doll. If you would like to read it, I'm just going to put it up here on the screen. So please feel free to pause the video and read through this yourself if you like. And then right up here is the part that I just read to you. And then, of course, down here, it says Mattel Creations, and it says Disney.com. So anyway, oh my gosh. Yeah, she's so pretty. Now, one theme that I noticed with these dolls is their screening is a little, like, it's good. And the eyes are kind of flat, like they didn't mold a lot of detail around the eyes. So if the eyes aren't like exactly lined up, it doesn't look too bad, which is a good thing because I noticed, I think on all three of the dolls, or at least on Belle and on Jasmine, her left eye is printed just a little higher than her right eye. So like this one over here is a little higher than this one over here. I'll show you, it'll be easier to show you once I get her out of the box and everything. But luckily, like at a glance, like it actually doesn't look wonky. It's only because I looked super close and I was looking for it that I happened to notice it, because like at a glance, she looks beautiful and she looks fine. So I'm not upset about it. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and take her out of the box, which I didn't notice this for the Belle one, but this is really easy to take. This little shell is easy to take out. And there is two little thingamabobbers. This goes around her waist and this one down here goes around her legs. You don't have to cut them if you want to put the doll back in the box to display it after you take it out. So I'm actually going to do that, and then I just snip these little things around her wrists, and between that I'll be able to put her back in the box later after this video is done, because it is a nice box and I do plan on keeping it. I'm not getting rid of it, but she's definitely coming up because I want to play with her and I want to see what she looks like. Anyway, I'm going to get her out of the box really quick and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've got the doll out of the box. I was actually wrong. This right here was holding in the stand. She only had the two arm straps, the one around her midsection, and then each foot had an individual one. That's what it was. And then the base of the stand was held in by this. Either way, I'll still be able to put her back in with the waist clip. These things right here, because I didn't really get rid of them, I just kind of snipped them, and I can put those back around her arms, and she'd be standing on this little lifted box right here. So if you want to put your doll back in the box, you totally can. Oh, and then of course the little T-tags or little plastic stays or whatever in the back of her head were there as well. Those are annoying. I don't really particularly care for those. But now she does come with a certificate of authenticity, and that is behind that little insert of the box there. And then, as I mentioned, she does come with a stand. I already showed it in depth on the Belle video, but it is one of these kind of stands, so it wraps around both of her legs instead of a saddle stand or a waist clipper. And then this is the base. It says Disney and has some molded details, and it's like this kind of opalescent or pearlescent kind of translucent material. And that brings us to the doll, and I am thoroughly impressed with these dolls. I really, really like the materials that they used. It just feels really good quality. Like, I guess I'm comparing it to some other dolls that I've been getting recently, both old and new, and just there's certain aspects that, and I don't even think I pointed no, okay, never mind, I pointed everything out on Belle. There's just slightly different things for Jasmine, and it's making me so excited. Anyway, so let me show you the doll, because I'm sitting here gushing about it. You want to be able to see her too, right? All right, so here is Jasmine. She is so beautiful. So beautiful. I love her face. I love that she's got like the, not ombre lips, I don't know. Her lower lip is like a lighter color and her upper lip is a darker color. Purple eyeshadow, brown eyes, just so beautiful. She has, you know, her little headband. Instead of a crown or a tiara, she has a headband with the jewel up top, which I really like, which matches from the movie. Obviously, she's wearing a dress that is inspired by her purple dress or her purple outfit from the animated classic Aladdin movie, which I really like because we always see her in her teal outfit. And most recently, the last designer doll that I got, or like collector doll that I got from the Disney store for Jasmine, she was in that red one from the Ultimate Princess collection or whatever it was called, where like it was meant to look like she was wearing a giant lantern as her dress, which I like that doll too, don't get me wrong. But I love the fact that it's actually inspired by her purple dress from the animated movie, because it looks so beautiful. And I don't want to say I liked the purple outfit more than the teal one, because I like the teal one too, but I just really like that they did that, you know, give us a little something different. It's not the same outfit each time. That being said, they did it so beautifully. Like, it's enough for you to know, yes, this is her purple dress from the movie, but they made changes to it to kind of like change the overall look. And I'll get more in depth when I talk about that. I'm kind of jumping all over the place like I knew I was going to. Let me go back up here. I always like to start at the top and work my way down. So she does have some jewelry accessories. So here are her earrings, which are really pretty, and I like the fact that there's more than one color on them. So they're gold, but have like this beautiful teal gemstone in the middle. Like obviously it's plastic. And what it is the earrings are made from a translucent teal plastic, but then the front is painted gold, and the part that's not painted looks like a gem that's inset. So that was really clever. I like the way that they decided to do that for the jewelry. Next, we've got the necklace, which is done the same way. It's a clear teal plastic, and then the gold is painted on over it, and the parts that are not painted are meant to look like the teal gemstones. And I love that. I love that is a great way to add details to doll accessories, you know, when you want it to have jewels or something like that. I love that they did that, because I think sometimes they do it the other way around, where the plastic will be molded in gold and then they paint the gemstones on, but then the gemstones look like opaque. These, they kind of look translucent like gemstones are supposed to, and it looks all sparkly and everything. They did the same thing for the gem up here and then also right here. So I love that. Now her hair is saran, which I love. These all have saran hair, and I'm super excited. I'm so happy that Mattel is doing this, because for some reason Hasbro could never. Like they don't do saran. They only do polypropylene. I feel like they don't even do nylon usually. They always do a polypropylene, and I hate that. But because it's Mattel that did these, Mattel usually uses saran in a lot of their collector dolls, which I'm really, really happy about, because it just feels really nice. Now there is a little bit of a box hair situation, so I'm gonna have to take this down, probably wash it, but this is super easy to recreate this hairstyle. So I'm gonna take care of that off camera, fix it up, and it'll look really, really nice. Her hair is kind of put in these like two ponytails, just like in the movie, with the little ribbons. Now these are sewn into her hair. They're not like little, Velcro or anything. So if I do take her hair down and wash it, I'm gonna have to probably re-sew that back in. But I mean, it is what it is. When it's sewn in like that, it lays a little flatter and looks a little nicer. So for collector dolls, that's why they do stuff like that. I just like to say that as kind of a disclaimer, because some people always complain when I point stuff out like that. But it's like, you have to realize when these are display dolls and not play dolls, they prioritize the look of something over the functionality usually. Anyway, now let's move down to the outfit. So the materials are impressive. This is so light and flowy and soft. Like at first I thought it was the satin kind of plastic that they use a lot of times. And is this the same? I can't tell if this is the same or not. This almost feels like it's the satin. This might be the same as whatever, but you know, like the satiny kind of plastic that they, or plastic, the satin kind of fabric that they use for doll dresses is what it looks like. And actually I think that's what this is underneath, is like a satin, but this is lighter, and I don't know what it is, but I really like it. It feels really nice and really high quality. This right here, once again, a different fabric. Like, you know, you've got 4 different kinds of fabric, because this is satin, this is like that softer satin, this is like a tulle. It's not tulle is lower quality, this is higher quality than that, whatever this is, organza or chiffon or something. And then you've got this is more like a tulle, but it's got like the gold detail. I'm like holding it up here, let me zoom in, it's easier. See, look at that, all of the gold detailing on it to create this really pretty texture. I really like that. It just makes it interesting, you know, rather than just a solid fabric. And then on the back here, you've got all these gold appliques added on, which look beautiful. It goes all the way around. And then also, if you look at the bottom of the dress right here, let me pull this back so it's kind of out of the way. Look at this. You've got the gold appliques here as well, plus all these like gemstones, these like plastic rhinestones. Really, really pretty. I love this sparkle. It looks luxurious and opulent. And then you turn around, they go all the way around to the back. They go around all the way to the back. Oh my gosh. Don't you hate it when like doll dresses, the pattern stops halfway around? That's not what's going on here. I love that. I've seen so many doll reviews in the past of other dolls where people always make a point to point out the pattern does not go all the way around to the back. And in this case, it does. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's kind of like a mermaid silhouette, but look, it's kind of got like a train. Like it goes further out in the back. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is such a beautiful dress. And the fact that the appliques and the little plastic gemstones go all the way, you don't see that if it's in the box. They didn't have to do that. But the fact that they did shows that like the attention to detail and the care that they put into this doll. So I really, really like that. Now let's look at the shoes, because I love these shoes, and unfortunately mine is kind of bent because of the way it was in the package, but I mean, that's okay. It's not like that big of a problem. Let me just show you this really quick. So here are her shoes. They're kind of like little slides, but they look really, really cute. They match her jewelry. So it's like teal, but then they have painted gold details on them to kind of bring the colors all together. And I really like that. They're like these like slip-on heels. And this one, like I said, just because of the way she was packaged, it's a little bent, but if you heat it up, you should be able to kind of like undo that a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. Now let's talk about the articulation really quick, because this is the one like little bit of criticism that I have with these dolls. But basically they have movement at the head, they have movement at the shoulder, elbow, and the wrist. They do have movement at the hips, so they can sit down, but there is nothing at the knees. So she's not technically fully articulated. She is articulated, just not fully articulated. And I know why they did it, because they are collector dolls and they're meant to be display pieces, yada, yada, yada. And the legs are under the dress, so you don't even see that they're not fully articulated, which is fine. It's like one of those ways where you can kind of like, you don't have to put it in, so don't put it in, I guess. But I always prefer dolls that have more articulation. So that's the one thing that would have made this doll perfect for me at this point, because the rooting is great for the hair. It's saran. The materials for the dress are great. It's got these beautiful rhinestones that go all the way around. She looks stunning. The only other thing is the fully articulated, like that's that one thing that's like, you know, kind of a little bit of a bummer. But other than that, I really, really like this doll. And honestly, I think I said this about the Belle doll as well, but I think this might be my new favorite Jasmine doll. I don't know, because where is she? She's over there. The Ultimate Princess Celebration Jasmine that I have in that red dress was my favorite Jasmine doll, I think, other than the like original one that came out in the 90s. I think over all of them, I think this one might be my new favorite one. I just wish she had articulation in the knees. She did that with the articulation thing does remind me of the Style series by Hasbro, because if we remember a couple years ago when Hasbro was doing the Disney dolls, they did come out with those like slightly more collector dolls. They weren't as expensive as this, but they had the same thing where they had articulation in either in the arms or in the legs, but not both. I wish that they just would do both. Anyway, they did this the same thing for like for some reason Mattel has been doing this with the collector Disney dolls. There's always one piece of articulation that's missing. For Alice it was her wrists. For Tinkerbell was fully articulated. For the Cinderella and Tiana that came out, those ones I don't have them, but I think that people were saying that they don't have any they're like the basic 5 points of articulation and that's it. So I don't know. At least, you know what, at least they're articulated in the elbows and the wrists. I will say that. And I would rather them be articulated in the arms and nothing in the knees rather than the other way around. So I'll take it. I'm not going to be too upset. It would be nice if the knees were also bendable. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but if you want to get these dolls, at the time of recording this video, they are still available on the Mattel Creations website, and they are $75 each. If you plan on getting them, I would say if you're able to, get all three of them at the same time, because then you can buy them and save on shipping because you always have to pay shipping on that. And right now, because I'm filming this after Thanksgiving, Mattel Creations has been doing different like sales and stuff like that. The Cyber Weekend. By the time this video goes up, I think the Cyber Weekend might be over, but definitely look for sales. If you can get these on a sale, I definitely recommend it. But I do think they are worth the $75 to me personally. I would have liked the extra knee articulation, but with everything else that you're getting, personally, these tick all the boxes for me, and I really do like them. And I think the price is acceptable, obviously, because I bought all three of them. She's fine. She's okay. She's a little mad at me right now, but it's fine. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for Jasmine for today. I'm so happy with this collection, and I'm so happy I was able to get all 3 of them. With the way things have been going with Mattel Creations and their collector releases recently, a lot of these dolls have been like hard to get, like the Monster High and stuff like that. I'm wondering if the Radiance collection either isn't selling as well or as quickly, or if the Radiance collection, they just made a lot more of them to be able to still have them available on the website. Either way, like I said, if you do want to get these, they're still available. But I'm really happy with them, and they are some of the crowning jewels of my collection, in my opinion, right now, just because they are making me very happy. But that being said, I do still have one more of these to unbox and review today, and I want to get that done before the sun goes down. So I need to get going, but thank you so much for watching. Also, I kind of hinted at it earlier in this video, but this Friday, I don't know when this video is going to be posted, but sometime this week on Friday, there's a very special video coming out, so keep your eye out for that. I want it to be a surprise, so I'm not saying what it is here in this video. If you want to see it, you're just going to have to come back and watch it. So, you can ring the bell if you want to get notified, so if you don't have to, if you're worried about missing it, or you could just come back and check my channel later. I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get going, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.